Hello viewers, this is a video to introduce parents to Google Classroom, what it does, how to access it, and what the classroom structure is like. Google Classroom is an educational software developed by Google as a close replica of a typical classroom. It allows teaching, learning, and evaluation of students to take place remotely. In the Google Classroom, teachers can send learning material in form of documents, video or audio to learners. They can assign tasks to them and grade their works. 3 things are required to get started with the Google Classroom. These include the Google Classroom app, from which the Google Classroom environment can be accessed, a Gmail account, which is the identity of a user, and class code that provides the key to join a class. The Google Classroom app can be accessed on the App Store of all mobile devices, be it iOS or Android. Download and install it and follow the prompt till you get to the page where you will need to sign or add your Gmail account. Don't forget that the account being referred to here is your child's account. On my device here, all I need to do is just to enter Google Classroom, install it, and when it is through with the installation, right, it's installing now, about to be ready, and there I'll open it. On this page is where I'll enter the Google Classroom proper, and the next page where I am here is where I'll be required to add my child's account. Already I have my child's account installed on the device. All I need to do is just to click on it and then click OK. And the Google Classroom will open a space for me where I can now join class. On this particular page, I'll have to watch out or look out for the plus sign, that is the cross sign, which is always at the uppermost right corner of the display. I'll click on it and click on join class. It will bring a page that will prompt me to enter the class code. I want you to note that sometimes the code given to a learner might be more than one. Please be informed that each of these codes represents a class being managed by a teacher, where one or more subjects will be taught. Thus, if your child is allocated 2 codes, that means he or she will be joining 2 classes, and same applies to 3 or more number of codes. Back to my screen, what I need to do now is to input my child class code, and I'll click on join. I'll wait for it to search, and already it has taken me to my child class. Yeah, this is welcome to Google Classroom proper. The next thing I would like to show us is the structure of the Google Classroom. In every class, there are always 3 menus at the bottom display of your device, which are important to all your activities on Google Classroom. The first of this menu is the one on the bottom left corner of the screen labeled Stream. Stream plays the role of a notice center in the class. It is always the default page where information about all activities that takes place in the classroom are placed. at the direct opposite corner, which is the bottom right corner, is the menu label People. People is where the list of teachers in a class and other classmates can be found. Here, here, I can see the list of my teachers and the list of my child's classmates. In between these two menus is classwork. Classwork is the main activity center of the classroom. This is where learning materials are dropped by the teacher and tasks given can be accessed by the students in the Google Classroom. As you can see on my screen, I have activities on Hifz al-Quran here in this class, on science, on Arabia, and several other documents which have been dropped by the teachers in the class. For example, if I should click on this particular material, which is a revision of Surah Al-Qari'ah, I can see the teacher's notes on the screen. I can see a particular document that refer which have a particular, this is
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Recitation of Surah Al-Qari'ah. There is also a video material on Surah Al-Qari'ah.
It's time for Hifz al-Quran. It's time to memorize the whole Quran. What surah are we memorizing today? It is Surah Al-Qari'ah. That is the chapter name after one of the day of judgment.
That's some of the materials which are already waiting for my child in this particular class. The next thing I'll have to watch out for again is the menu at the upper side of the screen, which is the main menu in the Google Classroom. It has 3 lines, and when I click on it, I can access classes. Classes will show all the classes that I belong to. Here is just one class that my son belongs to. If he has joined the other classes too will show, and that means I can move from one class to another. Also, the class calendar is here. That will definitely show dates of activities, that are waiting for me, or other events in the Google Classroom. Also, very important here is the to-do menu that will show assignments that have been put in place by the teacher for my child, to work on. It will equally easily show me those ones that has been done. And then I have the classroom folders where I can see all the documents in my class at a glance. Another feature that I would definitely need to watch out for under this menu is when I open the class, I'll see the same plus sign that I saw while signing in the first time to join the class, which is this particular one. It will allow me it will bring the option of entering another class code. That is the way to join the second class, and I'll repeat the same process for the third class and until I've joined all the classes. The other menu is the one on the class display canvas, which avail me the opportunity to unenroll from the class if I so wish. Having shown you how to download and join a class in the Google Classroom and describe the important feature of the classroom that you need to note, I hope you will not hesitate to immediately grab your child's device, download Google Classroom, join a class and explore the classroom structure. However, should you need clarification and further support on finding your way in the Google Classroom, do not hesitate to call 0803 5975 743 or send a mail to zaitulschools@gmail.com. See you in the next episode of this series, where I will be explaining how to guide your child in studying and completing assignments in the Google Classroom. Thank you for watching.